You're watching Channel 37, WHXN, New Salem.
It's after midnight once again on Channel 37's Midnight Movie Show. Tonight, you got your hand puppet in my fart monster. You got your fart monster in my hand puppet. It's two great tastes that taste great together with Spookies.
Hello and welcome to Channel 37's Midnight Movie Show. I'm Dan, and with me are Wendy,
Hi.
Dave,
Hello.
and Will.
The dead, but they're dead.
And it is after midnight, and because of that, Will, what have you brought to us this week?
I brought us Spookies.
And why would you do that?
The perennial question on this show.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's like, oh, we're watching something that is nigh incomprehensible. Must be Will.
Yeah. But there's a reason for its incomprehensibility this time around.
Yes, there is.
A story that's actually much more interesting than the movie itself.
This is the part where we'd usually put the trailer. It turns out that a movie whose trailer is almost entirely without dialogue and focuses on look at all our cool monsters doesn't translate so well on an audio podcast. So, yeah. Spookies, everyone.
I mean, I think my main suggestion for my main reason for suggesting Spookies is it's very much like in that vein of VHS USA Up All Night type of movie that you would never see in actual theaters, because it got a theatrical release, but who would actually go to see it? And
yeah.
It's just like really it's a very badly edited thing, which is once again not completely it's not half the filmmaker's fault. The other half, yes, it is, but the main half, it is not. And like pretty much it's just like it's stupid, it's goofy, and that's why it's kind of charming, is because of its stupid goofiness.
Yeah, like this movie, it barely saw theaters, but it did, here in the US anyway, it was sold to USA Networks. So it kind of lived on USA for a couple of years, and it did make the USA Up All Night circuit. It was on there a couple of times. Oh man, this movie. And we'll get into the backstory, because I mean, the backstory is, to me, just hilarious and fascinating. But Will, I'm going to ask you to try to talk us through what this movie is about.
Okay.
You can divide it up into two movies if you want, or you can try to go back and forth between the two, because that's what this is.
I mean, the easiest way of synopsizing this thing is, okay, so this random kid is running away from home, finds himself at a spooky mansion after, running into a drifter who's just like, hey, kid, you shouldn't be out. And it's just like, okay, cool. Then the random drifter gets murdered by a werecat with a hook for a hand. Because why not?
Well, it's got to go with the pirate costume he's wearing.
Yeah. And he just wanders into the kid wanders into a mansion, finds a birthday party, and goes in. He's just like, oh yeah, somebody remembered my birthday, and there's a head in a box, and the kid runs out of the mansion and promptly gets murdered by the cat man. So you're like, why are we even bothering with this kid? Because seriously, why are we even bothering with this kid? But anyway, as it turns out, the mansion belongs to a old sorcerer named Creon, who has a dead wife in a box that he's trying to revive by taking people's life force, I think, because people die and then the wife is up and running around and doing her best Carol I was trying to say Carol Channing for a second. It's not Carol Channing. Carol Kane impersonation.
Mm-hmm.
And Anyway, there's these two random ass groups of people in cars following each other. How do they know each other? What's their relationship? We don't know. Literally,
Why is one of them bringing her uncle?
Yeah. Why are half of them middle-aged and half of them young in quotation marks? Why is the couple from Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf there? I don't know. Anyway.
Why is there apparently a university professor having an inappropriate relationship with a student there?
Why is the poor man's Dave Coulier there? Who knows?
Oh my god, the puppets!
Why is one of them dressed like an extra from Star Crash?
Literally wearing like a trash bag. Anyway, they end up at the mansion, and one of them finds a Ouija board, and one of them is apparently possessed by Creon or the Ouija board. We're not sure. But anyway, she starts unleashing demons on them. They all get murdered over the course of, about an hour, while the wife shows up and is just like, I don't love you. Let me go. Let me die. And he's just like, no, I love you too much to let you die. And she basically spends the rest of the movie running away after, all of the, weirdos in the car get murdered. They're all dead. And then she's just running around and she kills Creon. And she apparently also has a kid that, got conceived questionably, so we're not
we're not gonna get too
Creon's a creep. And she ends up running away. She gets away from a bunch of zombies in a car, but then it turns out the driver is actually the werecat, and she's probably dead. The cat has a car, and Creon rises out of a grave, and he's probably dead, but not really dead, and I don't know.
It doesn't.
Spookies.
Oh man, was this any? And I know the answer to this. I know for at least two of you. Is this anybody's first time seeing this?
Yeah.
Okay. And the rest of us have actually subjected ourselves to this before. So Will, you mentioned that you picked it because it's just so goofy, and yeah, I get that. Is this something that you like? What was your first experience with it? Do you remember where you kind of launched it into it?
So I think I ended up finding this around the same time that James A. Janice covered it on the Kill Count. I think I actually ended up forcing myself not to watch it because I was going to be showing it at a Halloween party the night before. Mm-hmm. And my first time watching this, I will fully admit, I was incredibly drunk. Yeah. And then, I watched it sober last night, and it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not having as fun a time, but I'm still having a fun time with this because it's like, what the frick is even happening half the time here? I don't know, but it's so weird and dumb, and literally half the time it's just like half the cast observing the other half of the cast in cutaway scenes and not interacting, and it's just the beauty of a movie that was done, and somebody's just like, no, we're gonna recut it and film a bunch of other footage to try and put it together into another film. And it's like, okay, sure, whatever.
It's very riffable.
Yes.
Okay, Dave. Tell me, what did you think here?
Oh, this is terrible. I mean, this is absolutely awful. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we can all agree that film is a storytelling medium, primarily.
Yeah.
And this wasn't telling a story. There was a sequence of events happening in chronological order, but that's not the same thing as a story. Yeah, it's like characters come and go at random. Bits go on for far too long. I mean, that final kind of when the characters getting chased by the zombies at the end, it's just like, oh god, it's still going on. It's still going. Why is it still going on?
It's like 10 solid minutes.
Yeah, and of nothing really happening, and it's not scary. It's just boring. I mean, I think some of the actors are doing their best. A couple of the characters I kind of didn't mind, but most of it was ridiculous. I mean, I think it's a film that has one of the worst examples of shoveling I've ever seen. Like when the kid's in the grave and the Catman's trying to bury him, and he's just like clearly the earth is too tightly packed because it's been there all day.
Yeah.
And he's come on, and they eventually just give away and cut away because he can't dig. I mean, partially because the poor actor's got a hook for a hand. So like how he's meant to operate a shovel with that, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that poor kid having to be just like covered in earth and just kind of like just jump. I bet he just had a rotten time just being in a hole, having somebody incompetently dig on him. Just like, oh my god. Yeah, this isn't good. I mean, like, there's farting cellar monsters.
Yeah.
You know, who are vulnerable to water.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, not water. Wine.
Well, liquid. Just any liquid.
And honestly, it's simple. It's simple Pokemon stuff. Poop Pokemon are weak to wine Pokemon.
Oh my.
I mean, some of the makeup effects aren't bad, but some of them are terrible. One character gets molested by what appear to be more expensive boglins.
The fact you're using expensive to refer to anything in this movie.
Yeah. And like, I remember I was watching this last night, and I paused it because I needed to do something. And I looked at it; it was like 33 minutes in, and I was like, "Oh God!" Like, because most of the plot had already happened, and like, and the rest of it, when I started again, is just a bunch of people wandering aimlessly about a house which is nowhere near as big as they're trying to make out it is, and nothing's happening. Yeah, this is pants.
Okay. Wendy, how about yourself? Now you had seen this before, and you realized that upon watching it.
I knew that I had seen it before, and I know we couldn't remember if we'd seen it together or not. As soon as it started, we knew we absolutely had seen it recently. I'm not sure if they did it on Joe Bob or if we saw it in some other nonsense, but we've definitely seen this before. And I feel like that wasn't the first time I had seen it either, because this is exactly the kind of movie I would have consumed. And it's such a great movie that I fell asleep halfway through.
To be fair, we'd had a big day.
We did. We had a very big day. I drove for about 6 hours yesterday. But it's just a mess. You know, it's two movies and no movie at the same time.
That is the tagline.
It's two movies at one, but not actually one.
Not actually one. That's exactly right. It's just, I mean, there are things in it that are cool. Like, some of the makeup is actually like surprisingly well done. Some of the monster design is surprisingly well done, and a lot of it is just absolutely fucking terrible. Those muck monsters in the basement are great. They're just like baking soda and water reacting, right? That's how we clean our sink drains. Make little muck monsters. But no, this is just a pile of garbage. I don't even know that this would have been fun as an Up All Night movie. I feel like you need a little bit more of a story to hang an Up All Night movie on, or a lot more boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some story would have been nice.
Some story. It's so unclear. Like, the way that it's originally set up, with the kids in air quotes going to the party, and they break out the Ouija board, and then it seems like, what's his name? Creon is in Freon. Creon is in the board. It's like, oh, he's the spirit of the board, like, because they set up like, oh, there's like a spirit trapped in every board, and like, is that what's happening? No, that's not what's happening at all. It's just some setup for some bullshit movie. There's nothing really happening. There's nothing really, Like I don't feel like I missed that much by sleeping through the second half of this movie last night. Um,
Honestly, about 80% of the movie plot, in quotes, had already happened by the time you knocked out.
yeah. And I love the exterior of the house is beautiful, right? Like that's the historic John Jay estate.
Hmm.
But yeah, that they did not have permission to film inside the historic John Jay estate.
They did actually.
No, get the
That
fuck
was
out.
that was before they fixed it. Like back when it was just a ruin at that point. Like
So
they
they
hadn't
actually did film it
destroyed it.
inside.
They
So
did.
it should look big and beautiful. And they
Yes.
fucked that up too?
Yes.
Excellent.
The part of how the reason they were able to, ever restore the house is because they actually got it back up to code so they could shoot in it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm. Like if you go there now, it's like a beautiful restored 18th century estate, and I think it still has some of the fake gravestones in the front yard.
We are going on a road trip. We are always saying we should go to the Star Trek thing in upstate New York. I feel like we can make a weekend out of that and the Spookies shooting site.
Spookies, we're barely one movie, but we will do our bit for historical preservation.
I love that Spookies is part of the legacy of restoring a historic home like that. All right, that's what I got. Spookies. It's not even a movie.
But
See,
Wendy,
in a way, I kind of hate that because it gives this film a reason to exist.
That is also valid.
And that just makes me angry.
so Wendy, you'd said that like at the beginning of this, and maybe it was a joke, but you can explain it to me if it wasn't. You had said that this was the kind of movie that you would have seen on USA.
Yeah.
Like, is this the sort of thing that you would have, like when you were 16, that you would have like looked for?
I mean, to be clear, I don't think I ever looked for one of these movies. They were just delivered. It would be a Saturday, we would be drinking, and USA Up All Night would be happening.
Ronda Shear wants to show us something.
Which is, how I fell in love with one of my favorite movies of all time, Hell Comes to Frogtown. They're just served to you. But I don't know. I imagine that this had a pretty good box. I've seen the poster. I imagine it's similar, right? This is absolutely So this is absolutely the kind of movie I would have picked up in a video store as well. Like when I was that age, a dear friend of mine worked in a video store, and I could just take whatever I wanted. And so we saw a lot of garbage, like a terrifying amount of garbage. So we absolutely would have picked this up. I'm certain that we saw it. I saw it. Maybe not. I certainly didn't go see it in the theater. But it came out in 88, I think. 89, 88, something like that.
87, 88, yeah.
I mean, I was definitely of the age to have picked that up at the video store by then.
Yeah, like yourself, obviously, I had seen this when it was on Joe Bob a couple of years ago, and before that, it was on Red Letter Media covered it on the same episode of The Best of the Worst where they did Action USA. Actually,
Oh no!
sorry about your house. Like this is exactly the kind of movie that we would have loved on Bad Movie Night, right? Like this is a prime, just watch it, like turn it on super late and just make fun of it movie. Because it has a lot of material and it just tees a lot of stuff up for you if that's what you're of a mind to do. Um, it's not good. It's not good. I'd be very interested in seeing the version of this that was originally filmed before they added stuff to it. Um, I guess like basically ultimately this is a movie that if I am in the right mindset, I can enjoy while recognizing that it's really bad. It's really not good. But there's enough, like some of the monsters are interesting and some of the kills are interesting, but yeah, on the whole, it's just absolute nonsense from start to finish.
Out of interest, do we know which bits were filmed first and which bits are the added bits?
The kids in the mansion getting killed by monsters is basically the original movie.
Right.
Everything with the sorcerer, the dead wife, the werecat in a adamant suit, like like Billy, that stuff all came later.
Right.
Um, so originally this was a movie that was going to be called Twisted Souls, and they got financing from Michael Lee, the Vipco owner, the guy that owned the British crappy VHS company. I don't know, Dave, if Vipco is something that you're familiar with, if that was a little
No,
before your time.
not overly, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it sounds consistent.
I mean, this is somebody that got very rich by taking movies he didn't own the rights to and releasing them on VHS until someone told him to stop, basically. And so they started, and what he wanted was like a PG-13 or a PG Evil Dead. So, and I can see that. A bunch of kids and they're going to the house and the monsters are coming up and all that. So I can see that. But about towards the end of the original shoot, I guess there was kind of a "you can't fire me, I quit" situation between him and the directors. So they left, and he hired a woman named Eugenie Joseph, who had been making a certain other kind of movie and was trying to break into more mainstream films. Um, and she had been editing and directing adult films up to that point, to a certain extent. But she wanted to get more experience, kind of making, you know, just general entertainment. And he gave it to her, and she basically wrote a different movie and filmed a different movie and then tried to cut them into a single narrative, and it just did not work. Um, yeah, and I think as bad as a lot of the other things that are going on with this movie, the thing that really lets it down is the editing. It's an absolute mess. It's not well edited. The pacing is off. The um, the story, if there is a way to kind of tie them together, like they tried to tie them together with Creon, where he's kind of off screen commenting on things and like his voice is coming through what's her name, Carol's mouth. Once she gets possessed by the spirit of the Ouija board. But for the most part, these two things have absolutely nothing to do with each other, and it's just a lot of, what this movie really needs is a cat man looking off screen at things and listening to other people's conversations through doors.
It doesn't help that the makeup and effects are so much better on one side than the other side. I mean, like within like I think about 5 or 10 minutes of each other, you have like this really terrible looking like witch thing in that
Mhm.
Carol that the wife gets attacked by, that you also the guy controlling it is in this shot as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was watching some bits of that. There's bits of this that will make Doctor Who blush.
Mhm.
And then at the same within like 5 or 10 minutes of it, you have like the entire thing with the spider monster, and oh my god, that is actually done well.
It's actually pretty cool, especially like, for its time. Like that whole thing looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I guess that again, originally they had a makeup slash monster guy who was like, I can do it. I can make your monsters and I'll do your makeup and it'll be great. And he sucked. It was terrible. It was awful. And so they eventually did fire him and they got somebody who was actually in Tom Savini's studio. Um, and so when you start to see a dramatic improvement in the makeup and special effects and the monster builds, that's because this is somebody who very suddenly knew what he was doing and was probably working for a lot less than he could have gotten on another project. Yeah. But like things like the muck monsters, they looked. I mean, again, we got to bear in mind this is a no-budget movie being
Yeah.
made in 1988. Looks pretty good for what they were. They also dubbed farting noises over them.
Yeah. And apparently, like the director, the second director, she was like, I don't want to do that, and got fired and got rehired like the very next day because the producer wanted fart monsters. Okay.
Mike Lee apparently just thought that farts and poop were hilarious, and
One of those guys.
yeah, well, apparently, when he originally bought the movie, like when he was gonna, signed on to produce it and distribute it, he says, "We're gonna do this, and it's gonna be this, and we'll have all this, and I've got a great name for it. We're going to call it Bowel Eruptors." And that was like the first
Right.
indication that this is not gonna work. This is not gonna go well.
Dear God.
Michael Lee, everybody.
I mean, part of the problem with this is just sort of so many things just appear at random and then just disappear. And like there's no kind of internal logic to how they're being attacked. Like, say for instance, like Evil Dead, you've got the Deadite zombies, whatever you want to call them, but they're possessing people one at a time, and that's there's different variations on that. In this, monsters just appear out of nowhere. Like the Boglins that attack what's her face, the British woman. Is that Arabella or something like that?
Yeah. Something like that.
Adrian,
that's it. And then she eventually gets killed by a monster in a corridor that you only see you only see for that scene. You never see again. You think, well, that would be like it's a pretty good monster effect. And things like, that would have been quite good as the monster that was going around killing them all. But like, no, just for that scene. And then you've got the Grim Reaper statue that comes to life and then properly explodes when it gets thrown off the roof, which I absolutely fell apart laughing at that. That was just like, it's funny you mentioned Action USA, Dan, because that was the thing I was immediately thinking of, just in terms of things spontaneously exploding for no reason.
Yeah. I think we're supposed to infer that they're being summoned by the Ouija board, because the Ouija board does have pictures on it that get pointed to before like the monsters show up, in which case I think like the original idea was that their spirits are the things that are trapped in the Ouija board. But at the same time, like once again, when you add in like the Creon stuff, and then Creon and his like kid, or pretty much being like, chessboard motif. It gets confusing.
So, this is just like chess. It's like, no, it isn't. It's not even vaguely like chess. What are you talking about, you mad old bastard?
I get it. One of the people on that side of the production went and like really listened to One Night in Bangkok a lot and thought it was deep.
Yeah, it's really something. Like on the level of, you know what, we're just going to throw shit tons of monsters at these, we'll call them teenagers. I can get behind that for the kind of movie that this is, do I care why this is a Grim Reaper statue that's come to... No, I don't. Do I care why it exploded when it was done doing what it was doing? No, I don't. I'm just glad it did.
I mean, that was like a little ray of amusement in an otherwise extremely dull scene of watching someone who, as I say, looked like a middle-aged college professor wrestling with somebody in a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
And before that, he's getting beaten up by the guy wearing a trash bag.
Oh, honestly, when they started fighting and then it cut away and it came back and the fight's still going on, I was sat there thinking I would be up for this being the rest of the film.
Yeah.
Just these two guys just beating the crap out of each other in various rooms of the house for the rest of the film. I'd be fine with that.
And then the guy in the trash bag just disappears, like it gets thrown on the other side of of a couch and then gone. Nobody ever talks about him again.
I mean, I just kind of assumed he was dead, but like, you know.
Whatever happened to Duke the Horny Ghost? That guy, I could have, I mean, like, as soon as he popped in suits, I cannot wait for this motherfucker to get eaten by a spooky.
Yeah.
You know, like, as much as type of movie, like, these kids are supposed to be cannon fodder. That's their entire reason for being. This is the one that I was just like, fucking kill this motherfucker. Just bring the Rohirrim in to pulp him. Just, you know.
I felt like that about Richard, the puppet
Yeah.
guy. Because, like, it's like, why is he even there? Like, everyone else is in some sort of couple situation, and then you've got Richard.
So is he. It's just, it's with Mook.
Oh.
He literally is wearing a t-shirt with his own face on it with the puppet. I don't know if anyone else noticed that.
Oh, no, I noticed that. In fact, when I finally noticed it, I was just sitting there, he died as he lived, wearing himself on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have been happy if the puppet had come to life and killed him, and you know, the spider monster had been saved for somebody I actually cared about in this movie. Not that I really cared about anyone, but
I don't know. I kind of was not. I did not find Rich terrible, for some reason. I think because he was like the only person that wasn't constantly yelling at somebody.
I mean that's a fairly good reason. I can't argue with that.
He's the only person in the cast that wasn't always getting into a fight with their partner. You know?
I mean, like I said, literally Adrian and Dave, the British woman, her I don't know, whatever their relationship is. They're literally the couple from Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Like, going around, like, are they going to start? Is she going to start talking about their dead baby at some point?
I must admit, I did quite like the actor playing Linda. I thought like I cared about Linda more than I expected to. Like,
which one was Linda? I'm sorry, was she the red curly hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I was cheering for her to live, and then it's just like, oh wait, no, I think they're dead.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you get to that scene in the room, and they all just, like, basically the film decides it's done with them now.
Yeah.
And so they all just kind of drop dead, mostly off screen, and it's just kind of like, oh, they're gone, don't worry about them now. You've just got 10 minutes of somebody running around in a Bonnie Tyler video.
Yeah.
Yeah, they throw a random potion at Carol, and then that part of the movie's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know if it was that acid they set up earlier in the movie that dissolved the statue, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, the film isn't interested in them at that point. It's just kind of like, oh, like, we've decided we're going to like have a different ending now, so these people are gone.
Yeah. One thing, speaking of the acid, that reminds me of one of the things that I liked about this movie, and it's like some of the special effects that were just so bad that I actually like enjoyed them. And one of those was like anytime that we use stop motion to show something melting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the the acid melting, whatever the fuck it was supposed to be melting, but also Adrian, her face just sort of turning into just kind of red goo. Again, it looked terrible, but I also was like, oh, I like this. This is so charming and terrible and awful. Oh, they tried.
Yeah, no, I mean, none of it's good. No. It all just goes on for far too long as well. It's just kind of like, they kind of vomit all of the plots up in like the first 20 minutes. Then the rest of it is just aimless wandering about, just waiting for them to get picked off by whatever special effect they've decided to use that day.
Yeah. And I think that, again, a lot of that really has to do with the editing. I think that this could have been a lot better movie if it had been put together differently. Not to say it was good, but I think it could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then apparently like 90% of the film was done when it was Twisted Souls. And then when the new director came in, she basically said, yeah, I can use about 40% of this. The rest of it's unusable. And it's... And so it's like, I'm not sure if it's just a case where they didn't feel like dealing with the rough effect with the effect shots that hadn't been finished yet, because apparently, like, there's this one point where they're running out of the house and it's Adrian and Dave, and they're just like screaming at things that aren't there. Apparently, those were supposed to be like ghosts appearing or something like that, but but the effect never got added. Instead, you have like the zombies showing up and the Catman just gesturing at them.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've just got two actors just kind of going. Yeah, well, there was okay, because I'm this guy. I have this on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome.
Why?
Because it's actually a really good Blu-ray. Because in addition to this movie, it has a documentary about Vipco, which is really interesting,
Okay.
and it's also got a fantastic making of, where they brought a bunch of the original actors back, and one of the directors who's still with us. You talk about making the movie, and it's entirely from the point of view of the original group. Right. So there's a lot of like really just shit talking the second. But and they noticed, like, you know what? The second Genie, the second director, there's like 1 or 2 minutes more of her footage than there is of the original footage, which means that she gets to be the credited director on the movie. Because that, for DGA rules.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know if you've seen that, Will, because a lot of like the points that you're making, they mention in that, but it's really, really interesting, and it's so bitchy at times.
I mean, yeah, from that point of view, I guess that is going to be an interesting watch.
I can see about making that available if you're interested.
I did actually watch a little bit of it, and I was a little put off by how much they were going after her for her other work that she did, and it's like,
it doesn't matter. It's not pertinent to this. Yeah.
It's like, okay, great. You know what she's also done? Other things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
She had a career both before and after this.
Yeah, she did. She did go on to produce things after this. So
yeah, because didn't she work with Trauma at some point?
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if she did or not, but it wouldn't surprise me. I know that one of the actresses, the actor who played the dead bride, whose name I can't remember, was kind of on Trauma's periphery for a minute.
Yeah,
because she became good friends, I guess, with Debbie Rochon.
Yeah, and the actress that played Adrian was in one of the Emmanuel films, and she also did like a few other British softcore films back in the day as well.
Hey, we call them erotica, Will.
Fine, erotica.
Because they had scripts and plots apparently.
I'm just saying, Emmanuel Goes to Space Camp is always going to be a thing that doesn't exist, but probably should have.
Yeah, she had a very different career before Spookies.
And she didn't have much one after, but no, that's not her.
I don't know.
She's 26.
No, she's not.
She was like in her. She was in her early 30s.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No. She was 24, sir,
and 83 months.
Oh boy. I mean, I'm struggling to think of much more to say about this other than it's terrible, and by the sound of it, the story of its making of is far more interesting than the film itself. And it saved a house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, honestly, a B movie that actually has a story that's interesting is, you don't always get that. Sometimes it's just, oh yeah, we had about $20 and we decided, hey, we can make a movie.
Yeah.
And then we tricked this old man into giving us the rest of the money.
Yeah. Yeah, it just turned out that he this particular old man that they tricked into giving them money turned out to be a lot more than they were able to deal with. we'll never know what the true grandiosity of bowel eruptors could have been.
Yeah, we really won't. And
Wow.
he deliberately would not give them the finished footage. So, like,
Yep.
I am considering how these movies usually worked. It probably doesn't exist anymore, or it's locked up in somebody's basement where no one's ever going to be allowed to get to it.
Yeah, I think that I've heard somewhere that somebody has said that basically that there can never be like a restored Twisted Souls because he never gave them back their footage, and at this point it was probably not well kept.
Is it because he stored it and then it was contaminated with wine?
Yeah, probably. You know? Well, I mean, he had a thing. He had to keep his fart monster somewhere, right?
Basement's as good a place as any.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's possibly worth visiting some of the fashion choices that were made
Yeah,
in
go
this
for
film. Because it is like the whole group are very disparate in terms of what they've been given to wear. So you've got like what's her name? Not Marianne, it's Marie or something like that. The one who's very clean, like she looks like the final girl in a lot of 80s films. Like she's wearing the very conservative high collar.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like she's wearing the like the tank top and like
Mhm.
the kind of frilly collars and all that sort of business. Okay, and then you got Linda, who may or may not be wearing a bra. I'm not entirely sure. That jumper was doing a lot of work, one way or another.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it's like everybody in this. It's extremely 80s. There's no doubt about when this movie was made based on the costumes, but everybody had a very different vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they just were like, here's some money, go out and get a costume for your character, and then everyone then communicate what kind of people their characters were, and showed up and we're like, oh, wait, okay, sure.
With like Duke is dressed like Andrew Dice Clay from Wish.
And that outfit would have been like the height of like that kind of guy fashion like 2 years prior. So that came from like Kmart or something. That didn't come from the mall. That's from Kmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it was on the at risk of being split at all times. Like, like one bad move, something was getting split, and they're going to have to patch it up with duct tape or something.
Yeah, like there were a couple times where I was like, okay, you know what, Duke, you have some assets I don't mind because the pants are way too tight, and I can tell what those assets are.
And like, again, what's her name? Adrian was like, she looked like she'd stepped off the set of a 80s, corporate movie, like like The Secret of My Success kind of, corporate, female executive that isn't being taken seriously, and she'll show them. Okay.
Alternatively, somebody was about to shove her into a fountain.
Also that.
She was dressed like a lot of kind of powerful women in British soap operas were in some of the naffest British soap operas.
Right.
Like there was a British soap opera called Triangle, which is about the life of a ferry which operated between, I think it was like Britain, France, and Jersey or something, and that's why it was called Triangle, because that was its kind of route. And it was like Kato Mara was in it for a few episodes and stuff, and and it's all just like it's trying to make it look really glamorous, but obviously it's filmed in very British weather, so there's lots of people in bikinis looking extremely cold and miserable. And like there was another one in the 80s called Howard's Way, which was like about the glamorous world of boat building and yacht design. And there's lots of kind of like rich people lots of rich people wearing cardigans and kind of business suits and stuff. And like she looked like she could have walked into any of those and would not look out of place.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought she very much looked like a soap opera character, a good girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't have looked out of place on General Hospital at the time, hanging around the Quartermain Mansion.
She does that very 80s thing of distressed woman who smokes.
Yeah.
Oh, so great.
Yeah. The shaking hand as the as the cigarette is kind of like a it's like panicking drags on a cigarette.
Acting.
There's probably a whole class on that in some studios. How to act stressed while smoking.
It's like it's this whole section at RADA.
There's at least one, professor at some acting school who, the second that they stopped letting people smoke in movies, was just like, well, there went my career.
Probably.
Dash and blast it all.
They have their cigarette and are like, oh, they'll rue the day.
Now my job is exclusively teaching people who play Sherlock Holmes how to smoke one of those pipes.
I miss smoking so much.
I'm sorry.
Wendy quit smoking like 15 years ago, and still,
it never goes away. Okay.
Oh dear.
Back to
we
where
may
we
have accidentally caused a relapse here, some sort of crisis.
It doesn't take much to make me all wistful of her cigarette. A sweet, delicious, deadly cigarette.
Yeah.
Can we get Wendy to a support group staff?
People whose smoking is brought back by Spookies. There are dozens of us. Dozens.
Damn it, I've watched Casablanca and everyone looks so cool.
They do! You just don't understand.
Oh man.
Costumes.
Well, the person who that lady that brought her uncle, had on the he had on like the definitive 80s that thin suit with the, I can't remember what the material is called, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. That kind of rough couch upholstery.
Sort of polyester kind of thing. The cheapest, most flammable of suits.
That would have been a good way for him to go.
Yeah. I mean, if he'd been thrown off the roof, he might have exploded as well.
Although that time when he launched himself through the door, that was pretty cool.
It was. It's like, okay, you know what? Fuck y'all, I'm out of here. The Grim Reaper's going to kill us.
I completely forgotten about that. That was so funny.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And the costume that the spider demon was wearing before, she turned into a spider, it was like, okay, you know what? This is awesome. I know there's a little bit of Orientalism going on here, but I don't care because her costume is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. That whole sequence was pretty cool.
I mean, Richard is the dumbest of dumb people. So the mysterious woman comes out of cobwebs and goes, "Come with me, I'll guide you to your friends." And Richard's like, "All right, I guess I'll go. Guess I'll go through here. This all seems legit."
Yeah. What do you think, Mook?
Was he the puppet guy?
Yeah.
He was the poor man's Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
Can we take a moment to appreciate the fact that his T-shirt is a picture of himself with his puppets?
Yeah,
somebody had that made up.
Yeah. Some of the budget went to that shirt.
Some of the budget went to that shirt. Or he was so invested in the idea that he had it made himself at the mall.
It's like
he stole the shirt after his last day of work, and it's just like, this is going with me.
Yeah.
Well, of course, because under what other circumstances would it ever be useful to anyone?
Yeah.
If you're dying and you need something to keep you warm.
Well, somebody took that picture of him with the puppet. They went off to a T-shirt store and said, "Can you put this on a T-shirt?" Just
I have to
why?
think if you work at one of those stores, you see a lot of shit, and all you can do is just kind of shrug. Go, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, that's not the weirdest thing you've done that week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you don't want to see what we had to put on a cake earlier today.
That's a different story.
Oh God.
And then he gets turned into a blow up doll.
Yeah.
Gets deflated like that guy from what was one of the robot woman assassinating people? Something Steel.
Steel and Lace.
Oh,
Steel and Lace. That's it. Yeah.
That's a callback.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like the deflating person is clearly an effect that's kind of considered relatively easy to do. So it was like, let's do it. Let's make a cast in someone's face and suck all the air out of it.
But that's one of those things where it's like we watch it now, like that's cheesy and awful, but at the time, like you just kind of accept that that's what it's going to look like, and it's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. I mean, once upon a time, people were afraid of that early film of the train coming at them in the screen, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all relative.
I mean, I've talked to people who are watching The Exorcist for the first time and they don't find it horrifying. Meanwhile, like my high school drama teacher would always tell us about how she had to leave halfway through it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw The Exorcist for the first time on television with my cousins the day of my first communion / my oldest cousin's confirmation into the Catholic Church. Halfway through, we were all piled into one of the beds because we were watching in the back bedroom, like saying all those weird Catholic prayers and creeds and shit, holding each other's hands, terrified out of our minds by the edited for TV version. I feel like to a certain extent, like Gen X parents, like our parents were not paying attention. We should not have been watching The Exorcist when we were 6, 7. Like that shouldn't have been a thing.
You heard it here, folks. Spookies is The Exorcist of 1987.
Boom.
You know, the restored version of Spookies that Vinegar Syndrome will be putting out in like 20 years is getting so many quotes from this episode.
Didn't they? They already did one.
Yeah, in like 20 years when they're whatever we have after Blu-ray, like those giant freaking discs that they're coming out with that can hold like that you can't even like put. You need a player about the size of a desk.
All right. So Vinegar Syndrome, folks, we are probably still available.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Well, Spookies, everyone.
So, have we turned you around on Spookies, David?
No.
Well, just remember, it's not even the weirdest movie that Vinegar Syndrome has ever put out.
Oh, that is very true. Not even close. Not even close.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to watch some of these, aren't I?
At some point, probably. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be on the record. At least like one of the movies that I'm planning on subjecting people to this season is going to be good.
Yeah.
Thank
now,
you.
Is that will good? Like, is it on the acronym scale?
I mean, I think it has a pretty good cult following. So I would say it's good.
All right, I will look forward to finding out what that is.
Like in a way, I'll be kind of disappointed. Like if Will actually brings a good film. Like,
I know, really.
That's not what we have you here for, Will. That's not what you bring to the table here.
Listen, I either bring something kind of really bad or something gay. So it's one of those two.
Hey, see which way the coin lands.
Sometimes it's both.
Yeah, no, I can't argue on that.
Yeah. But hey, well, at least we never would have gotten to see a rollerblade.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm not really, but the point is, I said I was.
We are men of honor, sir. Lies do not become us.
And with that, I want to thank everybody for joining me on this particular voyage that we appear to have gone on. Oh my God. Until next time, thank you everybody, and go to bed.
Channel 37's Midnight Movie Show was presented by Wendy Abramo, Will Ackerman, Dave Probert, and DJ Toland. I've seen bowel disruptors and can confirm that it is something you don't want to Google.
The Blue Apes. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh,
Blue
God.
Apes.
Oh,
The Blue
we
Apes.
have that, right?
We do. We do. It was on that big box that you got me for Christmas.
I'm sorry, guys. You really wanted it.
I did. I really did. I know that just because I think something is hilarious and fascinating does not mean that I need to subject other people to it. I do understand that.
That's the difference between me and you. I don't have much time to talk.
Oh no! As soon as I saw the Blue Apes of Cannibal Isle, the first thing I thought was, okay, I'll get this to Will.
Why do I do this show again?
Because it's art, Dave.
Oh, sorry.